After I took Diana on a fun date to dinner and everything, and I even traveled around the world with her using my Kai Kai. After a long conversation, me and her finally had sex for many days, and then I decided to make love to her in my pocket dimension for many years, and she even had 2 of my children, and I made sure that I took care of our kids well. And since I possess incredible magical powers with my ki energy and Saitama's powers, my magic is virtually limitless thanks to Saitama's powers. And then I thought about Zatanna and Dr. Fate, and I knew eventually they would come looking for me because of my immense magical powers that only gods and magical beings could sense me. And then Diana finally exited my pocket dimension, and she said, maybe you're right, Bruce Wayne, because that was wonderful. And I said, we have children now, Diana, and I need to tell you something else that I didn't have a chance to tell you before. I have been with other women and they all had my children by now, and I intend on marrying them all through a wish to make polygamous marriage legal in the United States of America. And she said I should have known, but somehow I knew I wasn't the only one. And I said, I am sorry, Diana, I love you, I really do, but yes, you're right, you aren't the only woman I loved, and I have the powers to perfectly clone myself so I can always be there no matter what. And she said, I understand, it's fine, baby, I still love you, at least you told me the truth, I'm not angry at you. And then I said, I'm going to use my Dragon Balls soon and things are about to get intense. And then I went somewhere on open abandoned island and I summoned Shenron, and then Shenron spoke and he said, I am the strongest dragon. Shenron, speak your 7 wishes and they shall be granted. And Diana said, so you wanted me to see this? And I said, yes, you can wish for whatever you want, Diana, and whatever you want to wish for I will accept it. I want you to be happy because I truly love you. And then I said, mighty dragon Shenron, I wish to make polygamous marriage legal in the United States of America in this world. And he said, your wish is granted. And then his eyes glowed bright red, and then Diana walked up and wished for Shenron to bring back Steve Trevor for 2 hours, and he did that. She said, hi Steve, and she said, hi Diana, and she said, we don't have long but I want to talk to you for a while and everything. And she said, we only have 2 hours, and I didn't hear what they were talking about and I didn't care about it either, and I think she only did this for closure anyway. And then he went back to the afterlife, and then I told Shenron he can go back, and then he said farewell until we meet again. And then I put my Dragon Balls back into my pocket dimension, and my Dragon Balls always return to me if I want them to or whenever I want them to. I'm the only one that can call my Dragon Balls to me, everyone else will have to find them or me. And then I said Kai Kai, and I teleported me and Diana to the Diamond District right in front of my Ellsworth building, and I said, this is my home in the city and I own this very large apartment building, we will be living here because there's plenty of space here. And she said, I am sure there is. And she said, by the gods, he owns a building. And I said, well, I am a Wayne, Diana, I was born into the Wayne family and I am a genius, so fortunately for you I will always be able to take care of our children, but you won't have to worry about them much anyway. They are very powerful, especially since you're an Olympian that uses ki energy. And then we went into my building and I went to my apartment where Harley Quinn stays with me, and Harley Quinn ran out and said, Puddin', and I said, darling, it's so nice to see you again. And Harley Quinn ran up and she jumped in my arms and wrapped her legs around me and she kissed me passionately, and I said, oh how I've missed you. And Harley Quinn said, I see you brought another lady to stay in our building. And I said, Harley Quinn, meet Diana. And Harley Quinn said, nice to meet you. And Diana walked up and shook her hand, and Harley said, she's gorgeous, and I have to admit, Bruce, I actually want to have sex with her too. And then Diana said, you're bisexual? And she said, yes I am. And then Wonder Woman said, I'm straight, I don't have sex with women. And Harley Quinn said, yes, you're straight for now, but I bet after you have sex with me and my Puddin' together you won't be straight then. And then Diana said, gross, stay away from me. And then Harley Quinn looked disappointed and she frowned and said, okay, let me know when you change your mind. And then Diana said, please show me where my room or apartment is, Bruce. And I said, you will have an apartment, Diana, and you won't have to pay anything for it. And Diana said, so you're living with that one in the same apartment? And I said, of course I love her, Diana. And Harley said, she seems like a bit of a snob, you need to loosen up, honey. And then Diana frowned and said, please show me to my apartment, Bruce.